We have an update for you now on a story we've been following. A grandmother living here in Colorado, despite a court order mandating she return to an assisted living center in Texas, can stay in Fort Collins, at least for now.
This is a story 9 News investigates. First brought you earlier in the week. Peggy Hill has refused for months to go back to Dallas. Investigator Chris Vanderveen joins us now. And Chris, a judge now says Peggy can stay where she wants.
That's true, Kim, in large part because she's set to have a surgery to remove pressure on her brain here in Colorado next month. Peggy Hill is under the care of a court-appointed Texas-based guardianship, and as part of a settlement with her kids, she's supposed to spend half of her time here in Colorado and the other half in Texas. But that settlement has been complicated by the fact that Peggy now refuses to leave her son and daughter-in-law's home in Fort Collins. She has repeatedly said under no circumstances will she leave, and that is a violation of a court order. And earlier this week, that son and daughter-in-law were ordered to appear in a Texas courtroom to tell a judge why they shouldn't be held in contempt. This is video of the family together in Colorado, video we shot before this week. This afternoon, our partners at FAA and TV in Dallas got their hands on this latest orders in the case, which says in part that it would be in the ward's best interest, the ward being Peggy Hill, for the court to authorize the ward to remain in Colorado for the scheduled surgery and post-operative recovery, and that the application should be granted. It also said her son and daughter-in-law's actions do not rise to the level of contempt. There was some concern the judge might put them in jail for not returning Peggy to Texas. This appears to be a short-term fix to a potentially long-term problem. As far as the state of Texas is concerned, Hill is legally incapacitated to make her own decisions. Keep in mind, we did do a half-hour interview with her in which she appeared to well understand the implications of what she was doing. Her son's in Texas have fought to return her to Dallas. This means she can stay here for now, but certainly, Kim and Phil, more to come on this story.
Is this one of those things where they can revisit the situation at all in court, or is this the way it is?
Well, I think they're going to, and I think the hope is that surgery is for something called hydrocephalus, where they're going to remove some pressure in her brain, and that can be causing potentially some of the cognitive issues that she's experiencing. The hope here is, at least in Colorado, is that she will then maybe be restored to that level where she can make decisions for herself and that she can decide for her own to where she can live. But as of right now, the court still says she's got to spend half her time in Texas and Colorado. Today is just simply a short-term reprieve.
Well, we urge people to watch your original story because this really calls into like guardianship and a lot of decisions families make, and there are a lot of family dynamics involved.
Very much so, Kim, as you know.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet.